Hello guys, it's Mrs. Z. Okay, today we have a grade 5, mission 5, lesson 18, exit ticket. And this says, draw a rhombus. Rhombus. To be rhombus, we need to know, to be rhombus is quadrilateral and also has congruent sides, which means same sides, same length. And then also opposite angles are congruent. So that's what you need to know for. So if I choose how to draw it, I'm going to try to show you two ways to do so. Let's have this one first. I'm going to draw a line right here. Okay, let me see how long I want that to be. Let's see, 4 centimeter. Okay, I want to be 4 centimeters line. Okay, so start here and here, right? So now I would like to have also another side that is 4, all sides will be 4 centimeters, but I would like to do 110 to be angle. So I'm going to create from this point right here. Let's see if this is ST. And I'm looking for the next, I can say, okay, I'm going to choose one of the angles to be obtuse. And that obtuse angle could be, here's my 110. I choose the 110. So if I put the dots there, it shows me that this is a 110. It's a point. So I don't need it all the way to the edge. I only need 4 centimeters. So I'm going to make a little bit of line, and then I'm going to measure 4 centimeter till here. There you go. Here you go. So now I have 4 centimeters, and I have 4 centimeters, and then I have this angle that is, sometimes I like to do some using my tools. So I'm going to do this. So 110 degrees. And so I know the opposite angle has to be congruent. So same. And then these two have to be the same. All right, so now I'm going to I can do parallel lines. So if I know, then this line and this next line has to be parallel. So I can use my tools to create a parallel line. So I'm going to make a parallel to the line that I would like S. I'm going to actually label this one here. STV, okay, SV line is going to be parallel to TQ line. Okay, here is it. So I can, so look what I did. I put a parallel to VS. They are on the same. Then I put perpendicular triangle there, and I hold to it and slide down to the point T. Then I created the line segment. Now I just needed to see if it is 4 centimeters. So it's kind of a little bit bigger than I need it to be. So that is 4 centimeters. Now from ST is going to be same to I said this is Q, did I? All right. So now I created a rhombus, and rhombus has opposite angles the same. So now I'm going to prove to you, because I did parallel this to this, two parallel sides. and this parallel. So this angle 110, the opposite to it has to be also 110. If I put this as a center and I put on and this is zero line, I can see this is 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, and 110. It's right here, 110, and is correct. So another, using this one just to make same. Okay, and that is 110 degrees. So right now I can measure the other two, but also there is a rule how to know all four quadrilateral angles, interior angles. They need to add up to 360 degrees. 360 degrees. I already know these two. That is 110 plus 110. That is 220. So I can say minus 220. So now I know that these two, they have to share 140. So this angle and this angle here, they need to share 140. So I know without measuring, then this is 70 degrees and this is 70 degrees. I could prove it to you by taking my protractor, and I can show you that this is a zero line. This zero is outside, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I reach from this to this line, and that angle is 70. And also, if I turn my paper this way and I look, you can see 0 all the way to 70, and here is that angle. So this is parallelogram. It's rhombus. It's a quadrilateral. It's a parallelogram, and in one way how to create it. Another way is if I draw the diagonal across. Look, if I draw on this diagonal and connect T and V, we can notice some property of this, because when bisect, diagonals are perpendicular bisectors, so they will perpendicular. Look, this is one diagonal, this is another one, and they bisect each other in a right angle. So that's what it is. But it's also from this point right here to the left, bisect means this side is the same and that one. And also this half a diagonal is same as this one. So the diagonals in rhombus are perpendicular bisectors, and then we can use that idea how to create a rhombus. So let's see if I have I'm going to have here one line. Okay, let me have, so 4 centimeters. So this is my diagonal, and it's going to be one diagonal. It's going to be 4 centimeters. So I needed to create diagonal that is perpendicular to it. So I'm going to first make how this line, I'm going to make this is how long is that line. And if I make a little bit of arc from one side and from other side, if I put this to be A and B, for example, then this is going to be the point where I'm going to make perpendicular line to it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, a little bit of arc and a little bit of this arc. Okay. And now I created 2 points, and both points are will make me another diagonal that bisect this one. So this is a D1, and this will be a D2. When I connect them together, you can see then they are bisect each other. So this is half of this, and then this part is same as this, and this part is same as this, and they create a right angle. All right, so now when I have this is what I started here, like I'm creating this, and now I'm gonna add the sides of the rhombus. So if I connect these two and these two and these two, I got rhombus. I created myself rhombus with D1 and D2 that are perpendicular bisector diagonals, and I can prove to you that the congruent sides. So this is for 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. This is 4 centimeters. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. cm. And then this one is also 4 centimeters. Here, look. 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. So now A, B, C, D. Okay. I also can figure out the angles. So if I take this and measure just one of the angles, I can see that the other ones will be the same. So here is, this is a little bit more complex. It's like 120. There you go. 120. So this one is 120 degrees. So is this one. Opposite angles are congruent. Okay. And then now 120, 120, that is 240. And what makes 360? So you can see that is going to be 220. So these two are sharing 120. So each of them is 60 degrees. And this one is 60 degrees. And this is a rhombus, another way to create a rhombus. I forgot to write here centimeters. So we can say that rhombus is quadrilateral. It is parallelogram. 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 It is that has opposite congruent, four congruent, four congruent sides and opposite angles congruent. I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna write it down. Okay, opposite angles congruent. This is just additionally, so these are properties of rhombus: opposite angles congruent, four congruent sides. It's a quadrilateral, and it's also parallelogram. Okay, that's what properties of rhombus are. Now, draw a rectangle. A rectangle means it has right angle. Shape that has right angle, and I can choose to be, let's see if I use, no one always make this, let's 1, 2, I'm gonna use now inches. So let's see, this will be 3 inches. 1, 2, 3 inches. So 3 inches. I'm going to draw that. So rectangle is quadrilateral with the 4 right angles and opposite sides congruent, and so that is, it's also parallelogram. So if I take this one to be 2 inches, so here you go, 1, 2 inches. So I am going to show you that this is right angle here. So when you are when you make right angle, you have no other chance. If you're gonna create a rectangle, if you're gonna create quadrilateral, you have no other chance, because you need to have 2 more sides, guys. Like if I try this way, okay, so I can do that way, but I need 1 more right angle. So then it's not a right angle has a rectangle has 4 right angles. So, and opposite sides are parallel. So this was 3. Now I'm going to make a parallel sides and congruent as well on the top. So here is the 3 centimeters. And it's a parallel to the this one, so 3 inches. This is that is parallel to bottom, and also here is right angle, because when you create the parallel lines, they have to be between them. You can draw line segments that are perpendicular, and they create right angles. Okay, next is also this. All right, so next, this is parallel to other side, so that this side is parallel to that, and they are congruent. So here is 2 inches, and this is 2 inches. And also this, because these two are parallel, this line is perpendicular in between them and creates a right angle. We label right angle like this, And so then when you see the symbol like little square in it, it means that is a right angle. It is 90 degrees. 90 plus 90 is 180, plus 90, 270, plus 90 is 360 degrees. Also, you can see if we do the diagonals, they bisect each other. But they are not like in a rhombus. They are not perpendicular. They are not bisect. They are not perpendicular bisect. They are just intersect each other. But when you measure them, they are congruent. If I take the ruler, I can show you. So 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. So 3 whole inch and 5/8 of inch. And here's 3 whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. So diagonals are congruent, but not perpendicular, just intersect. All right. So we're going to label all this later on. This is rectangle. Rectangle is parallelogram. It is with a 4 right. Oops. 4 right angles. And the opposite sides are congruent. Okay, and it's also quadrilateral. We can say parallelogram is also a rectangle is quadrilateral. Okay. Okay, so this is D1, this is D2. I can label this to be like K, R, T, L. It doesn't matter. I am labeling line segments, and these are points. So why I do that is because we can now use our sign language to show that what rectangle is. So this is rectangle, and we can say for this rectangle that angle A and angle is congruent to angle K. Angle K, and angle K is congruent to angle R, and angle R is congruent to angle T, and angle T is congruent to angle L. Oops, I forget congruent to angle L. So all are congruent, and they are 90 degrees. So angle L, angle K, angle R, angle T, okay, equals 90 degrees. Okay, so now we can also say that a line segment LT is perpendicular. LT is parallel to KR, and then LS, LK line segment is parallel to TR line segment. We also can say that LT line segment is perpendicular to perpendicular is upside down T, perpendicular to TR. We can say that TR is perpendicular. TR is perpendicular to KR. So TR line segment is perpendicular to RK line segment. And then we can say RK is perpendicular to LK. It's just another, it's okay, I'll do it since I started. RK is perpendicular to KL, and then KL is perpendicular to LT line segment. So the symbol for perpendicular is this. We also say that the diagonal one is congruent to diagonal 2. So that means they are the same. This is the same as this. I measured them. I think it's 3 and 5/8 inch. And also this one is 3 and 5/8 inch. So just to be more precise. So you can also, if you like to see, this is parallel to this. Okay, so if you look that way, that is LT is parallel to KR. And then if you do take that, I can do this. This line segment is parallel to this line segment. So that is, so, and then that's kind of using, I did not label these, so I'm going to just do this. I will say that D1 is perpendicular to D2. So now we know in the rhombus diagonals are D1 is perpendicular to D2, or D2 is perpendicular to D1. Well, you can also use, and same like we did, AD. AD line segment is parallel to the CB line segment. And then DB line segment is parallel to AC line segment. You can say that angle A is congruent to angle B. And then you can say that here angle D is congruent to angle C. Okay, those are just additional details if you wanted to learn about. Okay, so here's number 1. And then this is number 2 for exit ticket grade 5 mission 5 lesson 18. And it was Mrs. Z. Ciao.